I want to say it's the dark side of humanity that nobody wants to talk about. You know, like let's say the heroin epidemic that we're dealing with, suicide the same way. So as a photographer, being able to create these images and put them out there to make people look at them, it's bringing an awareness to the dark side of humanity, and we all have it in us. My name is Shawnna Jones. I am a photographer and artist. I had walked up on a group of ladies standing at my display, and they were totally disgusted in what they saw, and it was one of those topics that nobody wants to see, but because you are there, you have to look at it. It was hard for me to hear them critique the ugly side of my display, but it was rewarding too, because that's my goal. They had to look at it, and whether they liked it or not, they thought about it. When I went into, the making of my studio, I looked at it exactly like I look at photos. There's beauty to be seen, but there's also darkness. You have to have a yin-yang and even balance of that. So when I created, the nest, I went into it the same way as I go into my art. So it's hard for me to go out to art shows because I do push limits with my work. So I'm always being critiqued, or being called creepy or demented or satanic. It's nothing like that. Everything that I think, you think too, because we come from the same universe, only I'm okay with putting that darkness out there for people to look at, where maybe you're just you're not comfortable with every realm of your being. Also, so doing art shows is hard for me to deal with the public. I'm an agoraphobic. All of my friends and family know that, so it's a total panic attack 24/7 when we're out there, but you have to push yourself out there and push yourself on people, because it just takes making that one difference in someone's life, or that inspiration where you plant that seed and they grow from it. My philosophy on art is you can be book smart and read about it all day long, but you have to grind it out too. You have to get your hands dirty and trial and error. It's really trial and error. I had nobody to teach me. It was books and hours of reading online and grinding it out. These day and age, if you haven't smelt a dark room, you're not a photographer. You have to go all the way back to the root of your craft to appreciate it as a whole, period. When I got this establishment, I went into it as an art movement. So to create this movement and to congregate all of these local, artists of all realms, it's neat because we're all seeds and we all network and grow off of one another. So this art movement is something that's never been seen in our county before. To start meeting other artists that have full-blown panic attacks like me when they go in public and they hoard their work because they just create it it's their passion. I felt I wasn't alone. And, one member went to 20 members, and 20 members went to 30. And I have a Cryptic Mafia now that has 55 plus members in it. And it's artists that we get together and grow off of one another and plant seeds of inspiration. So to have this art movement progressing in my community, it just adds beauty to everything. There are artists of all walks of life, welders. Never in my life did I think welding was an art until I had an artist come in, and he doesn't even call himself an artist. I gave him a spot. I need a gate right here. Create it. And he actually despised me for 3 months because I did not answer any of his questions. I said, "This is your art. Build me something," and he nailed it. It's beautiful. And so all of these different trades and skills that people have just in daily life, it's an art. I want my streets to be painted. I want murals on the buildings. I want my town recognized. I want my artists recognized for all of their hard work. You have to be you. Be comfortable in the skin that you wear every day, because it's beautiful. We're all different. We're all our own fingerprint in life, and we are special. To be able to be you every day, it feels good. It feels really good.